Once the first responders determine they're dealing with chemicals, they'll be required to shower off in this decontamination tent. Flooding is the major concern for officials across the county. If you can see the road behind me, the water is rushing down the street. As you can see, the scene is still very much active as the cause of this crash is still under investigation. George's face is actually printed on the tickets. We followed him back in June here to the Meadowlands for that photo shoot. Lee did say today that when the very first patient was brought in this morning, she came in smiling and was welcomed with a full round of applause. An infant and 2 firefighters hospitalized after a fire breaks out in a second-story apartment in Uptown Kingston. Crews from Kingston and around the county will work side by side with state agencies and members of the military. The listening stations are set up on both towers of the bridge. Simply walk up, select a song, and enjoy Bertolozzi's music. The investigation into Matthews began a year ago, and the admission comes just a month before he was set to stand trial on 13 different counts.
Do I want to go to jail? No, absolutely not. Do I deserve to go? I do, Your Honor.
After 26 years of working to put criminals behind bars, Timothy Matthews admits that's where he belongs. The former Kingston police detective says he stole more than $50,000 from both the city and Ulster County. He used to lead the county's drug task force.
This wasn't out of greed. I don't have a dime to my name.
Matthews tells the judge it was out of necessity. His attorney says to help support his 6 children. Matthews was joined by family in the courtroom, apologizing to them and to the entire law enforcement family of Ulster County.
Your Honor, I'm sorry, not for getting caught. It's true sorrow and remorse for what I did.
Acknowledging his apology and his service, Judge Andrew Saricia accepts the district attorney's offer, sentencing Matthews to 2 concurrent terms of 3 to 9 years in state prison and ordering him to pay back the more than $200,000.
I certainly am mindful of the service that Tim Matthews provided to this community for many, many years. I'm also mindful that the breach of trust extends far beyond him personally and his family. I think it has the potential to stain the work that other people in law enforcement have done.
The district attorney calls this a sad day, as he has throughout the course of this case. Matthews will use his police pension to pay back the money, telling the court he has no other assets. After being sentenced, he was let out of the courtroom in handcuffs. Ryan?
1, 2, 3, get moving!
Decked out in Giants gear, George Sfursky poses for the camera. His picture could end up in the hands of more than 80,000 people.
How often can a 91-year man go through this? How can he?
Monday, the Ulster Park native receives a giant welcome in Giants territory.
Hi, George. Tom Coughlin. Nice to see you.
The 60-year season ticket holder.
I had the best seats in the house.
Yeah, where were they?
They were 50-yard line, 3rd row mezzanine.
Is one of 10 to win the Best Giants Fan Story contest.
It was just great to learn about all these people and understand about how they go about their lives of being a Giants fan.
For George, it was a love affair that he shared with his late wife, Becky.
And my wife, I taught her how to become a tailgater. And she did pretty good, I have to say.
When the team moved to the new stadium, George's seats moved to his living room. But now he'll head back to East Rutherford for a game, where the spotlight
That's beautiful.
will be back on him, his face on the tickets and video screens.
It has to be thrilling. Until I really won't know until I see it. When I see it, then it's going to take effect.
As to which Giants game George will attend, that's still up in the air. He's hoping to see the Big Blue face off against the Eagles or the Cowboys. To learn more about George and the other ticket winners, head to the New York Giants page on Facebook. Reporting from outside the Timex Performance Center in East Rutherford, New Jersey, Beth Croughan for YNN.
It's blatant racism, and someone shouldn't have the audacity to actually put something up like that.
Ayanna Thomas is a senior at SUNY New Paltz. She's inside the Humanities building last week when a friend shows her a sticker stuck above a water fountain. The words on it are ones suggesting racial segregation.
We opened an investigation, of course, and unfortunately we had other racially offensive writings show up in one of the residence halls on the campus.
This time it is handwritten on several pieces of paper. The words, "too offensive for TV." The police chief says it's too soon to say if there's a connection, but says through interviews and the internet, they've made several leads.
There's some students that maybe one or two, but some students that actually feel that way.
Thomas says she's pleased with how the university has handled the racist acts. The president of New Paltz sent 2 emails to the entire student body. And although he was out of the office Thursday, his staff sent a statement. A school spokesperson says they condemn the acts as contrary to the community values, hopes, and aspirations, adding the university will pursue appropriate judicial or legal action if responsibility is determined.
We want to make a stand that we will not tolerate this at all. And secondly, I just hope the campus will come together as a community and recognize that if it offends you, it should offend everyone.
The Student Association and Black Student Union organized a discussion Thursday night, and on the 30th, a forum is being held on campus in response. In New Paltz, Beth Croughan, YNN.